Namaste and hello everyone. Welcome back to Doon GK Valley. In this video tutorial, we will cover important current affairs of month July from 1st to 15th of the month in form of quality MCQs. So without wasting any time, let's begin with the first question. What is the primary objective of the proposed Defense, Security and Resilience Bank? The right answer is the Defense, Security and Resilience Bank is a proposed multilateral financial institution designed to provide long-term, low-cost financing for defense, security and resilient supply chain projects among allied nations. It aims to bridge financing gaps faced by governments and defense industries. For example, if a member country can obtain affordable financing to manufacture drones, missile components, cybersecurity infrastructure, or secure defense supply chains. Which country has been selected to host the headquarters of the proposed Defense, Security and Resilience Bank? The right answer is Canada has been selected as the headquarters of the proposed DSRB, while Luxembourg will serve as its European hub. Canada has taken the lead in negotiating the bank's charter with allied nations. The Supreme Court of India recently constituted 4 special division benches primarily to. The right answer is Chief Justice of India, Justice Suryakant, constituted 4 special division benches to exclusively hear the Supreme Court's oldest pending civil and criminal matters. The initiative aims to reduce judicial backlog, improve docket management, and ensure timely justice. For example, if a civil appeal has been pending for nearly 20 years, it may now be taken up by one of these dedicated benches instead of waiting in the regular roster. The 4 special benches constituted by the Supreme Court will hear cases mainly on which days? The right answer is In the Supreme Court, these 3 middle of the week days are known as non-miscellaneous days, meaning they are dedicated to regular matters that require detailed, lengthy arguments rather than the fresh filings and preliminary hearings usually heard on Mondays and Fridays. The Election Commission of India recently added a new declaration in the online Form 6 primarily related to. The right answer is The Election Commission of India has modified the online Form 6 by introducing a declaration asking applicants to provide information regarding whether their parents were covered under the Special Intensive Division of Electoral Rolls. The objective is to improve the accuracy and integrity of voter databases. For example, if an 18-year-old applies for voter registration online, the applicant may now be required to provide the SIR related details of his or her parents wherever applicable. The primary objective of the Special Intensive Division exercise is to. The right answer is The SIR exercise aims to remove duplicate, shifted, deceased, or otherwise ineligible entries while ensuring that all eligible citizens are included in the electoral rolls. If a voter permanently shifts to another constituency, the SIR process helps update the electoral records accordingly. Dudhwa Tiger Reserve, recently seen in the news for its rhino census, is located in which state? The right answer is Dudhwa Tiger Reserve is situated in Lakhimpur Kheri district of Uttar Pradesh, close to the India-Nepal border. The 4th rhino census, conducted in June 2026, recorded 53 greater one-horned rhinoceroses in Dudhwa Tiger Reserve. It forms part of the Terai Arc landscape, one of the world's richest biodiversity regions, and it's famous for Bengal tiger, Indian rhinoceros, swamp deer, and Asian elephant. Why did the Government of India declare a one-day national mourning in July 2026? The right answer is India declared one-day national mourning as a mark of respect following the demise of Sheikh Hamid bin Khalifa Al Thani, the former Emir of Qatar and the father Emir of the State of Qatar. During the national mourning declared by India, which of the following is correct? First, national flag is flown at half-mast. Second, official entertainment programs are cancelled. Third, all government offices remain closed. And fourth, schools and colleges are compulsorily closed. The right answer is during national mourning, national flag is flown at half-mast and no official entertainment is held, while government offices generally remain open and schools and colleges are not automatically closed. Why has China's Medoc hydropower project recently become a matter of concern? The right answer is Chinese geologists have identified that the Paisen fault passes directly beneath the project site. The fault remains tectonically active and increases the risk of earthquakes, landslides, structural instability, and sedimentation. These geological risks have raised safety concerns regarding the dam. China's mega hydropower project, recently in news due to concerns over the active Paisen fault, is being constructed on which river? The right answer is the project is being built on the Yarlung Zangpo River in Tibet. After entering India through Arunachal Pradesh, the river is known as the Siang or Pihang. In Assam, it becomes the Brahmaputra, and in Bangladesh, it is called the Jamna. The project officially entered the construction phase in July 2025 and is expected to become the world's largest hydropower project. For reference, just as the Indus flows through multiple countries, the Yarlung Zangpo is also an important transboundary river, making upstream projects strategically significant. Uga Valley, recently in the news for India's first geothermal power project, is located in. The right answer is Uga Valley is located in the Changthang region of eastern Ladakh at an altitude of about 4,400 meters. It's India's most promising geothermal field, known for its hot springs, fumaroles, mud pools, and underground heat reservoirs. Which one of the following is an important advantage of geothermal energy over solar and wind energy? The right answer is advantages of geothermal energy: continuous 24/7 electricity generation, very low greenhouse gas emissions, small land requirement, weather independent, and it has high capacity factor too. The Nifty 500 Ahimsa index is primarily based on which principle? The right answer is the index includes companies from the Nifty 500 universe whose products, services, and operations align with the principle of Ahimsa, particularly by avoiding activities involving cruelty or harm to animals. For example, companies involved in businesses such as tobacco, alcohol, weapons, gambling, or animal harm related activities are screened out under the Ahimsa framework. INS Mahendragiri, recently inducted into the Indian Navy, belongs to which class of warships? The right answer is INS Mahendragiri is the sixth project 17A Nilgiri class stealth frigate commissioned into the Indian Navy. It's an advanced guided missile stealth frigate with enhanced survivability, modern sensors, and network-centric warfare capability. The induction significantly strengthens India's maritime security in the Indian Ocean region. Aero India 2027, recently seen in the news, will be held at which of the following locations? The right answer is Aero India 2027 will be held at Yelahanka Air Force Station, Bengaluru, Karnataka. It will be the 16th edition of Asia's largest air show. Aero India is organized under the Ministry of Defense, and the event is scheduled from 8 to 12 February next year. Which of the following statements regarding Aero India 2027 is or are correct? First, it is a biennial event. Second, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited is the nodal agency. Third, Bharat Electronics Limited is a supporting organization. The right answer is Aero India is conducted every 2 years. HAL acts as the nodal agency, while BEL is one of the supporting organizations assisting in the event's conduct. According to the latest All India Survey on Higher Education 2023-24, which state has recorded the highest gross enrollment ratio in higher education among Indian states? The right answer is According to the report released by the Ministry of Education, Tamil Nadu recorded the highest gross enrollment ratio of 52.3% among all Indian states. This means more than half of the population in the 18 to 23 years age group is enrolled in higher education. Tamil Nadu became the first major state to cross the 50% GER mark. Recently, the rare alpine flowering plant Cyananthus kukri was rediscovered in India after 158 years. It was found in which state? The right answer is It was rediscovered in Chuna Valley near Mago village, Twang district, Arunachal Pradesh, at an altitude of about 3600 meters. This is the first confirmed Indian record since 1867, when it was last documented in Sikkim by Sir Joseph Dalton Hooker. Which organization publishes the Global Livability Index annually? The right answer is The Global Livability Index is published every year by the Economist Intelligence Unit, the Research and Analysis Division of the Economist Group. The index evaluates the quality of urban life in cities around the world. Which city topped the Global Livability Index 2026? The right answer is Copenhagen, capital of Denmark, secured rank first in the Global Livability Index 2026, followed by Vienna and Melbourne. Copenhagen performed exceptionally well in stability, infrastructure, education, healthcare, and environmental quality. If we talk about Indian cities in Global Livability Index, Delhi ranks is 120, while Mumbai stands at 121, Chennai ranks is 123, and Bengaluru ranks at 127. Which of the following parameters is not used in the Global Livability Index? And the right answer is the Global Livability Index assesses cities using 30 indicators grouped under 5 categories, which are stability, healthcare, culture and environment, education, and infrastructure. Recently, in July 2026, India launched the world's first once-weekly basal insulin, a weekly. The drug contains which of the following active ingredients? The right answer is the weekly is the world's first once-weekly basal insulin. It contains insulin icodec, an ultra-long-acting insulin analog. It's developed and marketed by Novo Nordisk, a Danish pharmaceutical company. It reduces insulin injections from 365 per year to only 52 per year, improving treatment adherence. A weekly has been approved in India primarily for which of the following patients? The right answer is in India, a weekly insulin icodec is approved for adult patients with type 1 diabetes and type 2 diabetes who require basal insulin therapy. It's not approved for all diabetic patients automatically. Treatment depends on medical evaluation and prescription. Switzerland will host the Global AI Summit 2027 in which city? The right answer is Switzerland has announced that the Global AI Summit 2027 will be held in Geneva next year in month of June. The summit aims to bring together governments, international organizations, academia, industry, and civil society to discuss global AI governance, trustworthy AI, and international cooperation. For example, the sequence of Global AI Summit still, it was started in 2023 United Kingdom and India held last year in 2026, where the next year it will be held in Switzerland. Uttarakhand became India's fully literate state under the Ullas program on 8 July 2026. The right answer is on 8 July 2026, Uttarakhand was declared India's sixth fully literate state after achieving the adult literacy benchmarks prescribed by the Department of School Education and Literacy, Ministry of Education under NEP, that stands for National Education Policy 2020, and the Ullas program. The declaration was approved by the governor of Uttarakhand. Now, Uttarakhand is also in the list of with other states who have been declared as fully literate states, which are Mizoram, Goa, Tripura, Himachal Pradesh, and Sikkim. Which of the following correctly expands the acronym Ullas? The right answer is Ullas is a flagship adult education initiative of the Ministry of Education designed to promote lifelong learning and the improved literacy among non-literate adults. It encourages volunteer-based teaching and community participation. Which of the following statements regarding the SET partnership is or are correct? First, it's a trilateral initiative involving India, Australia, and Canada. Second, it promotes cooperation in artificial intelligence and innovation. Third, it seeks to strengthen resilient supply chains. The right answer is all three statements are correct. The SET partnership establishes cooperation among India, Australia, and Canada in AI, emerging technologies, critical minerals, green energy, innovation ecosystems, and resilient supply chains. The VB Gram G Act 2025 has replaced which of the following acts? The right answer is the Viksit Bharat Guarantee for Rozgar and Ajivika Mission Gramin Act replaced Manrega 2005 and came into force across rural India from 1st of July 2026. It establishes a revised statutory framework for rural wage employment and livelihood generation. For example, a rural household that earlier sought work under Manrega will now receive employment under the provisions of the VB Gram G Act. Under the VB Gram G Act 2025, the statutory wage employment guarantee has been increased to, the right answer is One of the biggest reforms under the new act is the increase in the guaranteed wage employment from 100 days to 125 days in a financial year for every eligible rural household willing to undertake unskilled manual work. For example, if a rural family previously exhausted its 100-day entitlement, it can now receive 25 additional guaranteed days of employment. Prime Minister Narendra Modi recently inaugurated India's first greenfield integrated refinery petrochemical complex at which place? The right answer is the Prime Minister inaugurated India's first greenfield integrated refinery petrochemical complex at Pachpadra in Balotra district of Rajasthan. It's a landmark project expected to strengthen India's refining capacity, petrochemical production, employment generation, and energy security. Which of the following statements about a greenfield refinery is correct? The right answer is a greenfield project refers to a completely new industrial project developed on previously undeveloped land, unlike a brownfield project which expands or modernizes an existing facility. The recently unveiled I2C submarine cable system primarily aims to connect which of the following countries? The right answer is I2C is a new 3600 km submarine fiber optic cable system unveiled on 2nd of July 2026. It's designed to improve high-speed digital connectivity between India, Malaysia, and Singapore, while supporting AI, cloud computing, and hyperscale data centers. For example, just as highways transport goods efficiently, submarine fiber optic cables transport internet data rapidly across countries. Which of the following are the two Indian landing stations of the I2C cable system? The right answer is the cable will have dual landing stations in India. First, Machilipatnam in Andhra Pradesh, and second, South Chennai in Tamil Nadu. Dual landing stations improve network resilience, redundancy, and reduce the risk of complete internet disruption if one landing point is damaged. The Pradhan Mantri Formalization of Micro Food Processing Enterprises (PMFME) scheme was launched under which initiative? The right answer is PMFME is a central sector scheme launched in June 2020 under the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. It's implemented by the Ministry of Food Processing Industries. Its objective is to formalize India's unorganized micro-food processing sector by providing financial, technical, and marketing support. For example, a small pickle making unit in a village can obtain financial assistance, FSI registration support, branding assistance, and bank credit under PMFME. Under PMFME, the financial assistance provided to eligible individual micro-food processing units is primarily in the form of, the right answer is the scheme provides 35% credit-linked capital subsidy, maximum subsidy up to Rs 10 lakh. Beneficiary contributes at least 10% of the project cost, and the remaining amount is financed through bank credit. For example, if a woman entrepreneur wants to establish a spice grinding unit, she can receive subsidy under PMFME after obtaining a bank loan. India has assumed the BRICS chairship in 2026 with which of the following official themes? The right answer is India assumed the BRICS chairship on 1st of Jan 2026. The official theme is Building for Resilience, Innovation, Cooperation, and Sustainability. The theme reflects India's people-centric and humanity-first approach, emphasizing inclusive growth, technology, sustainable development, and stronger cooperation among BRICS nations. Which of the following correctly represents the expanded BRICS grouping under India's 2026 chairship? The right answer is following expansion. BRICS consists of 11 full members apart from Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. The other member countries are Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, United Arab Emirates, Indonesia, Saudi Arabia. The expansion has significantly increased BRICS' geopolitical and economic influence. Uttarakhand's first Geographical Indications Products Gallery was inaugurated on 13 July 2026 at which place? The right answer is Uttarakhand inaugurated its first GI Products Gallery at the Uttarakhand Forest Training Academy, Haldwani on 13 July 2026. The gallery showcases more than 30 GI tech products, including agricultural products, handicrafts, food items, and cultural artifacts. The initiative aims to promote local products, preserve traditional knowledge, and provide better market access to farmers and artisans. For example, visitors can learn about famous products such as Apan art, Barinak tea, Munsiari white rajma, and Tejpat at one location. Recently, the rare Laudankia wine snake was documented in which city of Rajasthan? The right answer is the Laudankia wine snake, which scientific nomenclature is Ayatollah Laudankia, was photographed in the Ubeshwar Wildlife Area of Udaipur on 12 July 2026. The documentation is significant because the species is rarely recorded in Rajasthan, adding an important biodiversity record for the state. The United Nations' first scientific assessment of artificial intelligence, released in July 2026, is titled, the right answer is In July 2026, the United Nations released its first ever independent scientific assessment of artificial intelligence, titled Preliminary Report of the Independent International Scientific Panel on AI. It provides evidence-based analysis of AI's opportunities, risks, and global impacts to support policymakers worldwide. According to the UN's first AI scientific report, what is the major concern regarding artificial intelligence? The right answer is the report's central warning is that AI capabilities are growing faster than governments, scientists, and regulators can understand or govern them. Existing safeguards are not keeping pace with the rapid technological advances. For example, generative AI can rapidly create realistic text, images, and videos, making misinformation and deepfakes increasingly difficult to control. Recently, S. Ashwath, who was in the news, became India's. The right answer is Tamil Nadu's S. Ashwath became India's 90th chess grandmaster after securing his third and final grandmaster norm at the Pune International Grandmaster Round Robin Tournament 2026. India is now only 2 grandmasters away from achieving the landmark of 100 grandmasters, reflecting the country's rapid rise as a global chess powerhouse. Which organization officially awards the title of Grandmaster in chess? The right answer is FIDE, that is International Chess Federation, is the world governing body of chess. A player must generally achieve 3 Grandmaster norms and cross the 2500 FIDE Elo rating at least once, not necessarily simultaneously. For reference, the Grandmaster title is the highest lifetime title awarded by FIDE, excluding World Champion. Which Indian state has announced the establishment of India's first government-driven artificial intelligence university? The right answer is the Karnataka government announced India's first government-driven AI university to develop world-class AI talent, promote advanced AI research, and strengthen collaboration among academia, industry, and government. The announcement was made by Chief Minister D.K. Shivkumar during Google Input Output Connect India 2026 held in Bengaluru. India will host the 5th BIMSTEC National Security Advisors meeting on 16 July 2026 in which city? The right answer is India will host the 5th BIMSTEC National Security Advisors meeting in New Delhi on 16 July 2026. The meeting aims to strengthen cooperation among BIMSTEC countries on issues such as counter-terrorism, cyber security, maritime security, intelligence sharing, transnational crime, and disaster management. India recently launched the Shanti campaign in connection with which of the following? The right answer is India officially launched its Shanti campaign for election as a non-permanent member of the United Nations Security Council for 2028 to 29 term. The campaign was unveiled by External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar at the United Nations headquarters in New York. India is seeking support from United Nations member states for the June 2027 election. India previously served as a non-permanent member of the UNSC during 2021 to 2022. Acronym Shanti launched by India for its UNSC campaign stands for? The right answer is Shanti stands for securing holistic advancements through norms, trust, and integrity. The framework reflects India's vision of promoting a peaceful, inclusive, rules-based, and equitable international order. Which one of the following countries is expected to compete with India for the Asia Pacific Group's seat in the United Nations Security Council election for the 28-29 term? The right answer is India is contesting for the single Asia Pacific Group seat and is expected to face Tajikistan in the election scheduled during the United Nations General Assembly in June 2027. The recently launched Index of Services Production has been developed by which of the following organizations? The right answer is on July 14, 2026, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation released India's first trial index of services production. It provides a monthly measure of short-term changes in the formal service sectors, similar to how the index of industrial production measures industrial output. The ISP is expected to improve India's macroeconomic statistics and policy making. For example, just as the IIP tells us whether manufacturing is growing or slowing, the ISP will indicate whether services such as banking, transport, retail, and hospitality are expanding or contracting. Which of the following statements regarding the trial index of services production is or are correct? First, the base year of the index is 2024 to 25. The trial index currently covers 19 formal services subsectors. And the third, it presently provides an overall composite services index. The right answer is statement first is correct. Base year is 2024 to 25. Second statement is also correct. It covers 19 formal services subsectors. Statement third is incorrect. Only subsectoral trial indices have been released. The overall composite ISP will be introduced after improving coverage and testing the stability of the series. The recent news about the successful return of the Indian grey hornbill to the wild is associated with which protected area? The right answer is The Indian grey hornbill, Ocyceros birostris, has successfully re-established itself in the Gir landscape of Gujarat after being locally extinct for nearly 60 to 70 years. The birds were reintroduced under a scientific conservation program between 2021 and 2023, and they are now surviving and breeding naturally in the wild. The findings have been published in the peer-reviewed journal Birds. Which of the following statements regarding the Indian grey hornbill are correct? First, it's an important seed disperser in forest ecosystems. Second, it nests mainly inside natural tree cavities. Third, it's a bird found only in the Himalayan region. The right answer is Indian grey hornbill are frugivorous, that means fruit eating birds, and play a crucial role in seed dispersal, helping regenerate forests. They usually nest in natural cavities of mature trees where the female seals herself inside during incubation. They are widely distributed across the Indian plains and peninsular India, not only in the Himalayas. For example, hornbills are often called the farmers of the forest because they disperse seeds over long distances. The 29th National Conference on E-Governance 2026 was held at which of the following places? The right answer is 29th National Conference on E-Governance was held on 1st to 2nd July 2026 at the Rajasthan International Centre in Jaipur. The conference serves as India's premier platform for discussing digital governance, public service delivery, AI and citizen-centric administration. Which of the following statements regarding e-governance in India is correct? The right answer is e-governance uses information and communication technology to deliver public services efficiently, reduce corruption, increase transparency, improve citizen participation, and enable paperless and faceless governance. It is one of the major pillars of the Digital India mission. Recently, the Bureau of Indian Standards introduced India's first standards related to which ecosystem? The right answer is the Bureau of Indian Standards has developed India's first Indian standard titled Restoration of Mangrove Ecosystem Guidelines. The objective is to establish scientifically sound and uniform procedures for restoring degraded mangrove ecosystems across India. The guidelines emphasize ecological restoration rather than merely planting trees. Mangroves are considered highly important because, first, protect coastlines from cyclones and storm surges. Second, store large amounts of blue carbon. Third, serve as breeding grounds for many marine species. The right answer is mangroves act as natural barriers against cyclones, tsunamis, and coastal erosion. They store significant amounts of blue carbon, helping mitigate climate change. They also provide breeding and nursery habitats for fish, prawns, crabs, and many marine organisms. For example, during severe cyclones, mangrove forests in the Sundarbans reduce wave energy and protect coastal settlements. India's first dedicated ICMR Center for High Altitude Medicine and Public Health Research will be established at. The right answer is the Indian Council of Medical Research is establishing India's first dedicated high altitude medicine and public health research center at Keelong in the Lahaul and Spiti district of Himachal Pradesh. The center will upgrade the existing ICMR field station into a multidisciplinary research hub focused on high altitude health challenges and climate sensitive diseases. Which of the following health conditions is most directly associated with high altitude medicine? The right answer is high altitude medicine primarily deals with diseases caused by low oxygen, that is hypoxia, at high elevations such as acute mountain sickness, high altitude pulmonary edema, and high altitude cerebral edema. The new ICMR center will conduct research on these disorders and develop preventive strategies. For example, many pilgrims traveling to Kedarnath or Amarnath may experience acute mountain sickness if they ascend too rapidly without acclimatization. Girish Bhardwaj, who recently passed away at the age of 76, was popularly known by which of the following titles? The right answer is Girish Bhardwaj was popularly known as Bridgeman of India for constructing more than 140 low-cost suspension bridges in remote and inaccessible regions. His work significantly improved connectivity to schools, hospitals, markets, and government services. He was awarded the Padma Shri in 2017 for his contribution to rural development and engineering. Example for exams: just as E. Sridharan is known as the Metro Man of India, Girish Bhardwaj is known as the Bridge Man of India. Air Marshal Ashutosh Dikshit assumed charge as the Vice Chief of the Air Staff of the Indian Air Force on 1st July 2026. The right answer is Air Marshal Ashutosh Dikshit assumed office as the 51st Vice Chief of the Air Staff on 1st July 2026. The Vice Chief is the second highest ranking officer in the Indian Air Force and assists the Chief of the Air Staff in policy, planning, modernization, procurement, and operational preparedness. Air Marshal Ashutosh Dikshit succeeded Air Marshal Nagesh Kapoor as the Vice Chief of the Air Staff on July 1st, 2026. Rashtriya Gramin Vikas Sammelan 2026 was organized under which of the following themes? The right answer is the Rashtriya Gramin Vikas Sammelan 2026 was organized by the Ministry of Rural Development in New Delhi under the theme Gramoday Se Rashtroday. The conference focused on accelerating rural development through stronger center-state coordination and community-led governance. For example, just as smart cities aim for urban development, the Gramoday Se Rashtroday approach seeks national development by first strengthening villages. Ahmedabad recently created a Guinness World Record by planting approximately how many saplings in 1 hour? The right answer is on 12 July 2026, the Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation created a Guinness World Record by planting 3.61 lakh saplings within 1 hour at Bhadaj, Gujarat. More than 25,000 volunteers participated in this mega plantation drive. Which plantation technique was used during Ahmedabad's record-setting plantation drive? The right answer is the plantation was carried out using the Miyawaki method developed by Japanese botanist Akira Miyawaki. It involves planting native species densely to create fast-growing, self-sustaining forests, especially in urban areas. Recently, Unja cumin and Unja fennel, which received geographical indication tags, belong to which state? The right answer is Unja, located in Mehsana district of North Gujarat, is India's largest trading hub for cumin, that is Zira, and important market for fennel, variali, which is in Hindi is called saunf. Recently, Unja cumin and Unja fennel were granted geographical indication tags by the Geographical Indications Registry of India, giving them legal recognition based on their geographical origin. From 12 July 2026, the Central Vista Redevelopment Precinct in New Delhi is officially being referred to as. The right answer is from 12 July 2026, the government began referring to the Central Vista Redevelopment Area as the Kartavya Bhavan Complex or Kartavya Bhavan Area. The renamed precinct includes government office buildings, Kartavya Marg, and future administrative structures under the Central Vista Redevelopment Project. Kartavya Path, a part of the Central Vista area, connects which of the following? The right answer is Kartavya Path, formerly Rajpath, is India's ceremonial boulevard extending from Rashtrapati Bhavan to India Gate. It was renamed in September 2022 to symbolize the constitutional value of Kartavya, duty over colonial symbolism. Recently, Satkosia Tiger Reserve was in the news because. The right answer is on 30th June 2026, the National Tiger Conservation Authority gave in principle approval to Odisha for resuming the tiger reintroduction program in Satkosia Tiger Reserve. The approval came after Odisha complied with recommendations made by an NTC expert committee. The project aims to restore the tiger population after the earlier attempt failed. Example for UPSC, like Panna Tiger Reserve and Sariska Tiger Reserve, Satkosia is another example of tiger reintroduction to restore locally extinct tiger populations. A banyan tree recently identified as the world's oldest accurately dated banyan tree is located in which district of Bihar? The right answer is Scientists identified a banyan tree, Ficus bengalensis, located in Munger district of Bihar as the world's oldest accurately dated banyan tree with an estimated age of around 700 years. Its age was determined using high precision radiocarbon dating, making it the first scientifically authenticated banyan of such age. Which scientific technique was primarily used to determine the age of Bihar banyan tree? The right answer is researchers used high precision radiocarbon dating, carbon 14 dating, on alpha cellulose extracted from wood samples. Since banyan trees do not produce clear annual growth rings, dendrochronology cannot accurately determine their age, making radiocarbon dating the preferred technique. For example, carbon dating is used for organic remains, just like wood, charcoal, bones, and potassium argon dating is used for volcanic rocks, and thermoluminescence is used for ancient pottery. Which of the following districts was not one of the 5 new districts created in Ladakh in April 2026? The right answer is the 5 newly created districts are Sham, Nubra, Changthang, Janskar, and Dras. These were added to the existing districts of Leh and Kargil, increasing the total number of districts to 7. Gurez is located in Jammu and Kashmir, not in Ladakh. Dr. Soumya Swaminathan was formally inducted as a Fellow of the Royal Society of London on 10 July 2026. She is best known for her work in which field? The right answer is Dr. Soumya Swaminathan is an internationally renowned Indian pediatrician and clinical scientist. She has made significant contribution to research on tuberculosis, HIV, child health, and global public health. She served as chief scientist of the World Health Organization and earlier as Director General of ICMR. She was elected Fellow of the Royal Society in May 2026 and formally inducted on 10th July 2026. Dr. Soumya Swaminathan and Bharat Ratna Professor M.S. Swaminathan created history by becoming. The right answer is Professor M.S. Swaminathan, the father of India's Green Revolution, became a Fellow of the Royal Society in 1973. Dr. Soumya Swaminathan was elected in 2026. They became the first Indian father-daughter duo to receive this prestigious honor. Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited the UNESCO World Heritage Prambanan Temple during his July 2026 state visit to which country? The right answer is Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited the Prambanan Temple complex in Yogyakarta, Indonesia on 8 July 2026 during his 6 to 8 July 2026 state visit. Indonesian President Prabowo Subianto accompanied him during the visit. The visit highlighted the deep civilizational, cultural, and historical ties between India and Indonesia. For example, Prambanan is Indonesia's largest Hindu temple complex, whereas Borobudur is the world's largest Buddhist temple, and they both are in Indonesia. The Prambanan temple in Indonesia is primarily dedicated to which of the following? The right answer is Prambanan is dedicated to the Hindu Trimurti, Lord Brahma, who is creator, Lord Vishnu, a preserver, and Lord Shiva is known as destroyer. The temple symbolizes the spread of Indian civilization and Hindu culture across Southeast Asia over 1,000 years ago. Jal Bhara or Jol Bhora Sandesh, which was recently awarded the geographical indication tag, is traditionally associated with which place? On 26 June 2026, Jal Bhara or Jal Bhora Sandesh received the geographical indication tag. It's a famous sweet of Chandanagar in Hooghly district, West Bengal. The GI tag officially recognizes Chandanagar as the place of origin of this traditional sweet. The sweet has a history of more than 220 years and is one of the Bengal's most famous confectioneries. Jal Bhara Sandesh is especially known for which unique characteristic? The right answer is Jal Bhara means filled with liquid. The sweet is made from soft chana, cottage cheese, and contains a hidden filling of sugar syrup or nolan gur, that is date palm jaggery syrup. When bitten, the liquid filling bursts out, making it unique among Indian sweets. For example, this hidden liquid center makes Jal Bhara Sandesh different from the ordinary Sandesh varieties. Spain's Submer Group recently announced an investment of nearly $2 billion in which Indian state's semiconductor sector? The right answer is Spain-based Submer Group, a global leader in sustainable cooling solutions for data centers and AI infrastructure, announced an investment of around $2 billion, about 19,000 crore in Indian rupees in Madhya Pradesh. The project includes a semiconductor-related facility and a data center and is expected to generate nearly 5,000 direct jobs, strengthening India's semiconductor ecosystem. Which Indian state became the first to commercially produce matcha tea in July 2026? The right answer is On 3rd July 2026, Assam became the first Indian state to commercially produce matcha tea. The first commercial production took place at the Chota Tingrai Tea Estate in Tinsukia district, and the inaugural batch was sold at the Guwahati Tea Auction Center. This marks India's entry into the premium global matcha market. For example, earlier India was famous for Assam black tea and Darjeeling tea. With matcha production, Assam has diversified into premium green tea products. Matcha is best described as which of the following? The right answer is matcha is a finely ground powder of specially cultivated green tea leaves. Unlike ordinary green tea, where leaves are steeped and discarded, matcha is whisked into water, allowing consumers to drink the entire leaf, making it rich in antioxidants and nutrients. It originated in Japan. For example, traditional Japanese tea ceremonies use matcha, whereas ordinary green tea is prepared by infusing leaves in hot water. Recently, 4 states signed an agreement to settle the long pending payment issues related to the Narmada project. Which of the following states is not a party to this agreement? The right answer is the agreement was signed by Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Maharashtra, and Rajasthan to resolve pending cost sharing and payment disputes related to the Sardar Sarovar project and the Indira Gandhi project under the Narmada Water Disputes Tribunal Award. Chhattisgarh is not a party to the Narmada Water Sharing Agreement. Pichavaram mangrove forest, recently seen in the news, is located in which Indian state? The right answer is Pichavaram mangrove forest is situated in Kodalur district of Tamil Nadu between the Velar and Polerun estuaries. It is one of India's largest mangrove ecosystems. The Pichavaram mangrove forest and Kodiyampalayam mangrove forest were designated as a Ramsar site in April 2022. Recently, researchers highlighted its enormous ecosystem value, estimating services worth about 2,485 crore, emphasizing the need for conservation. India and New Zealand have set a target to increase their bilateral trade in goods and services to approximately 35,000 crore by which year? The right answer is India and New Zealand elevated their relationship to a strategic partnership and agreed to double bilateral trade to about 35,000 crore by 2030. The agreement was announced during Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to New Zealand and forms part of the roadmap 2030 for strengthening economic, strategic, and people-to-people ties. So that is for the day, guys. I hope you enjoyed the session. Please do support our channel. Please hit the like button and subscribe our channel. This is Doon GK Valley. We are also on the Instagram. Okay, so that is for the day now. Happy learning. Jai Hind, Jai Uttarakhand.